Hi everyone, today's lesson is how to make dinner napkins, and we're going to make some Peacock dinner napkins, and we're going to have great fun doing this today, so stay tuned. In this video we are going to make some dinner napkins. I washed and ironed my fabric and I cut it out 14 by 14. And I'm lining mine. I always like to line my napkins. So you need a total of 4 yards of fabric if you're going to have them lined, and you need 2 yards if you're going to have them unlined. But in my opinion, it's a whole lot easier to line them. Otherwise you have to hem the edge, and I'm going to show you the lined version. You'll notice that when I cut it out on the selvage. This is the fold. If you cut it out on the selvage, you have less waste. So you can see here is extra fabric that you can do something else with. So be sure and keep that in mind, that you want to cut them out on the open selvage side. And you're going to need, if you do 2, you need to cut out 4 pieces. So what we're going to do, I need to move this over a little, is we're going to sew this all the way around. We're going to start right here, and we're going to sew here and pivot the corner. I'll show you how to do that. We're going to sew all the way around, pivoting at each corner, and we're going to sew all the way to about here. You need an opening about that wide to turn it, press it, and then top stitch it. Now if you're wanting to make a table runner, you make a table runner exactly how you do this application. The only thing different is you get your table runner, whatever shape you want, lay it over your fabric, and like I said, I would line it, lay it out over your fabric, and allow, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch extra around the edge. And then you mark it to where it's a little bit larger than what the original one is, because when you take in the seam, it's going to make it smaller. And that's all there is to making a table runner. Now if you want to add trim or lace or any of that, you use the same application as you did on the chair cover. But I'm not going to show you how to make a table cover today, but I thought if you're going to make napkins and want a table cover, a simple table cover would be the same way you're doing these napkins, only the shape is going to be differently. Okay, you can see here how I've gone down one side, and you can see I'm leaving very little fabric at the edge there. And the tip of the presser foot is right at the edge of this fabric, and then we're going to put the needle down and pivot it this direction here to where we're sewing down this side. So we'll put the needle down, then we're going to turn it this way. And then we're going to, it needs to go up a little bit more. Let's see. This is kind of tricky trying to do this. Okay. Now we're going to turn it this way. Now it's right on the edge. And then we're going to sew down up to the opening part, that we'll leave that open, and then I'll show you what else to do. I'd like to make a correction. I cut them out 20 by 20, not 14 by 14. So on these I did cut them out 14 by 14, but that was my mistake. I meant if you want them to drape the way I had them in the picture, you want them larger. 20 by 20 is what I made, so that means you need more yardage also. I made my these smaller ones 14 by 14, but you want 20 by 20. Okay, now we sewed it all the way around, and you can see my opening here. And you stick your fingers in there like this, and you want to get that corner out really good. See how I'm poking? And then this one, and then go down here and get this one, and then this one back here. Really poke it out there, and then you pull it all through, kind of straighten it out the best you can. And then you take a pin and kind of pull out on the corners there to make a nice point. On each one of those. Okay, well, we got one more here. Okay, kind of bent the pin there, but, and then you take it and iron it, and then you turn this in like this at the ironing board and make sure it lines up with the rest of it and press it good. And then what we're going to do is go over to the sewing machine, start about here, and we're going to sew all the way around. Then we're going to trim the thread, press it again, and I'm going to, and it should look like this. It's all done here. And we're going to fold it and show you how to make the peacock. And this is how you're going to fold your peacock. You have it there like this, and you fold it to where it's a triangle and another triangle. Looks like a kite there. And then you flip it over and fold it up about to where the crease is on the other side, or the hem. And then you fold the tip down like that. Then you fold it over again and again like that. And you can see the little faces right here. And now this one is not as big as the 20-inch one, so let me show you how he looks here. There he is. Very, very pretty. And the reason I like the 20-inch one is because it looks more like a peacock and his tail comes around like that. But I'm sure your mother would love to have dinner with a peacock like this at the table. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please email me, and you save time for you, and be sure and do something for yourself. Bye-bye.